In the autumn of '92, on the dusty plains of Spanish summers, a young Penélope Cruz, barely 16, stepped into the world of Jamón, her first real stage beyond her dreams. Across the dusty lot, Javier Bardem, tall, earnest, an artist in search of passion, stood poised as her bullfighter. Their chemistry was electric. The camera caught it, and years later Bardem would admit, "We met at a wardrobe test. Something happened beyond logic." Yet then, it was all merely Coles. Warm, intimate, but distant. For Cruz was young, and the world around them was vast. 15 summers passed. Penelope journeyed through fame, Volver, Hollywood's grandeur, Oscars and global acclaim. Javier, too, carved his legend, No Country for Old Men, an Oscar for brilliance. Then came the set of Vicky Cristina Barcelona, the scent of stolen oranges, twilight conversations, lingering glances over toppers' tables. Bardem later confessed, "We were both single, two people reconnected, because we shared tons of things." Yet they hesitated, too shy, too professional. Not until the last day did passion unwind over wine laughter. "We better get drunk." By late 2007, they surfaced. A stolen kiss in the Maldives, hand-in-hand moments at film festivals, and the world whispered, a romance was born. Under warm Mediterranean sunsets, their love unfolded quietly. By October 2009, a silent promise had been made, a private engagement shielded from the flash of tabloids and public eyes. Their first public step together arrived in January 2010, seen casually cheering at a Lakers game and later turning turns on the red carpet. Their grace culminated at the Valencia Awards that February with hearts intertwined and eyes ablaze. At Cannes, Javier accepted his Best Actor award for Beautiful, dedicating it to "my friend, my companion, my love," Penelope, declaring, "I owe you a lot, and I love you so much." The summer crown of their harmony came on July 13, 2010, when they exchanged vows in the Bahamas. At a friend's private residence, with only closest kin present, Penelope wore a John Galliano dress, their secret ceremony a delicate whisper of devotion. In early 2011, their world changed with the birth of Leo Encinas Cruz, on January 22, at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles. Penelope reflected later, "Those first few days and months are so shocking. But it's the best thing. You'll never put yourself first again." Just months later, the family strolled hand in hand when Penelope was honored with her Hollywood Walk of Fame star in April 2011. Her acceptance filled with gratitude for Javier and Leo for making me happy every day. In February 2013, the couple shared news of a second child. On July 22, 2013, daughter Luna Encinas Cruz was born in Madrid, a tender filling of their home and hearts. With 2 young children, Penelope and Javier perfected the balancing act of family and art. Choosing projects shoreside, often in Spain, they created a nurturing world beyond the camera lenses. Yet creativity pulled them together again. In 2017, they co-starred in Loving Pablo, a biopic on Pablo Escobar, and later in Everybody Knows, their latest shared venture. Javier admitted in 2019, "Life has changed. We have grown. Everything is different once you're family. We recognize how hard we can work depending on each other's needs." March 2022 marked a rare and beautiful moment. Both were nominated for Oscars in the same year, Penelope for Parallel Mothers, Javier for Being the Ricardos. This milestone reflected their individual brilliance, yet also celebrated their enduring bond, each an unwavering support for the other. In September 2024, at the San Sebastián Film Festival, Javier accepted a Lifetime Achievement Award. With heartfelt sincerity, he dedicated it to "a woman who I love and who I've shared a life with, describing her role not just in their family, but in the lives of all around her. After the whirlwind of accolades and filming Everybody Knows, Penélope and Javier retreated to their sanctuary in Madrid. There, away from Hollywood's glare, they crafted a world deeply rooted in routine and authenticity. Cruz, on turning 50 in April 2024, reflected home is where her heart lies. They shuttle between LA and Spain but chose Spain for raising Leo and Luna. Their home life hums with laughter and parental discipline. Penélope explained how motherhood reshaped her priorities. Only 1 or 2 projects a year, careful about filming during school terms, and fiercely protective over her kids' mental well-being. Javier echoed this, praising Penélope's stewardship. Together with Penélope we spent hours playing dragons and princesses, and he emphasizes they combine schedules so the family is never apart. Both are cautious about the digital world. Penélope, very tough with technology, delays social media and rumors they won't allow phones until 16. Their efforts reflect a shared belief: childhood should be sacred, balanced, playful, and offline. Life's beauty intertwined with vulnerability. In early 2025, Javier candidly revealed Penélope's struggle with postpartum depression after Leo's 2011 birth, a period he didn't fully comprehend until later, and which reinforced their emotional intimacy. A profound moment of understanding between them emerged when Javier shared how he couldn't grasp the dimension of her suffering. These admissions mark a shift in public persona. They're not just icons, they are fallible people who lean on each other. Their transparency has sparked dialogue on mental health, parental, maternal, and paternal, and built a renewed foundation of trust and resilience in their marriage. At the San Sebastián Film Festival in September 2024, Javier received the prestigious Donostia Award. In an emotional address, he credited Penélope as the human being you are, for the life of our children, for the life of this gentleman who loves you, bringing the audience to tears. It was a symbolic moment, a public affirmation of their private devotion. Penélope responded with a tender kiss as he spoke, an image of partnership sealed in public witness. It showcased a couple deeply in sync, partners in art, family, and heart. Even as they ascend professionally, they stand guard over their family. Javier, in interviews, admits fame can feel like a flame that occasionally burns. But at home, it's all about being a good dad and the best husband, truths that center him. Penélope concurs. She avoids roles that pull her away from her children. There's a strict personal/professional boundary. I don't take the characters home, she explains. They treat film as art, not lifestyle. Their legacy, balance, grounded perspectives, and trust in each other. In mid-2025, Javier Bardem opened his heart in an intimate interview with the New York Times, sharing personal reflections on paternity, mental health, and the strains of fame. He spoke with candor about Penélope's postpartum depression after Leo's birth, vulnerabilities that have since deepened their mutual empathy. He also offered a rare glimpse into their private convictions, their subtle activism, their worries about global issues, and their selective sharing with media, favoring candid interviews with foreign outlets over local Spanish press. At home in Madrid, their days flow with laughter and ritual. Penélope and Javier remain firm in their no phones until much older rule, nurturing Leo and Luna in a world tempered by nature, creativity, and childhood play. No smartphones, minimal screens, a home free of TV and video games. Despite their fame, they truly want the magic of childhood to unfold in privacy and simplicity. As Cruz revealed, no apps until at least 16, understanding with clarity that unguarded exposure can manipulate brains still forming. Professionally, the couple continues weaving collaborative artistry. Bardem is set to star in The Beloved, filmed in early 2025, a dramatic role exploring the father-daughter dynamic, while Penélope headlines Day Drinker, filmed this spring in Tenerife alongside Johnny Depp. Rumor also hints at their joint return in the Zeller-directed Bunker, a cinematic meeting carefully orchestrated for them. Though their shared screenplay remains unsigned, The creative symphony between them grows louder. Bardem laughs that they try to avoid working together. Yet their artistic gravity pulls them back again and again, on screen and into the heart of their family story. Penelope, having approached her second half-century, reflects on her future as both mother and artist. She envisions roles that resonate with the lives she's lived, maternal stories, emotional heroes, perhaps a turn in animation, allowing her to create art that her children might one day enjoy. Together, they plan to balance Iberian calm and global journeys, keeping Leo and Luna's upbringing rooted in Madrid cycles and occasional cultural rites of travel, as they did for Dune and Lyle Crocodile. In interview moments, Bardem speaks of his activism, fatherhood, and partnerships in the same breath as his art. Always grounded, always aware, the older I get, the less I know, that's why when you see something very clear, you have to fight for it. Their life is a collage of public achievement and private devotion. The quiet exchange of glances after a long shoot, the lullaby sung by a father in the dark, the confidence of a mother guiding a teenager away from screens. Their love is a breathing thing, growing, reshaping, yet always rooted in trust. And so, two souls, once sun-kissed strangers on a dusty Spanish set, have journeyed through love, art, and life's tender complexities. From that first glance under Mediterranean skies to quiet nights beside their children, Penelope and Javier have built a bond of rare depth. In Javier's words, Penelope is the woman I love, respect, admire and celebrate every day. Her fierce embrace of motherhood and home echoes, my family is my priority, a sanctuary above the spotlight. They've whispered lessons into their children's lives, to be brave in silence, grounded in wonder, and to walk through life guided by kindness. They've shown the world that love, not fame, defines legacy, and that the greatest scripts are written in everyday acts of presence and devotion. On that final evening, as cicadas hum and orange blossoms perfume the night air, they stand, two artists, two parents, two hearts woven into a single tapestry. Their love is not a dramatic crescendo, but a steady flame, warming, steady, enduring. Here the curtain falls, not in goodbye, but in gratitude, for a love story still unfolding, still writing its next quiet golden chapter. If you enjoy the video, please like, subscribe and share.